Hello. 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 Shit. Oh shit. Hey everyone. What's up? How's everyone doing? Hi Tyler. Easily and still puts us on a starting screen. Yeah, I put you on a starting screen because I'm setting up, buddy. Listen, man. Listen, man. Work beat my ass today. I don't want to hear it. I don't want. My ass is beat red because of work. I am so fucking tired. Holy shit. Okay, bro. All right, man. So, let me explain what happened today, I guess. Hi, Kenzie, how you doing? Yeah, let me explain basically what I did today. So, first of all, Happy New Year. Welcome to 2026. It's great to see you guys once again. First stream of 2026, you know, new year, new me. In terms of the new me part, I haven't done anything because this is Happy New Year. Yep. Happy New Year. We're in 2026, guys. Yay! Oh my god. My friend was like, so yeah, the other day we had like a New Year's Eve party. I would have streamed on New Year's Eve otherwise, but we had a really nice party. It was chill, right? I mean, I don't drink. So again, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do any of that shit. I'm not into it. And we had so much fun. Like, that was amazing. Hopefully you guys had a great New Year's celebration. Maybe you got wasted. Maybe you got high. I know a certain plant streamer definitely got high, but we're not going to talk about that. Oh my gosh, Sheila's rent-free in my mind, guys. Save me. But yeah. So basically today I went back to work because of fucking course they want me to go back to work. And I saw 3 cases. One of them was an emergency, and 2 of them were actually robotic cases. Now, the interesting thing, New Year, new nephew for me. Oh my gosh. Kenzie, you got way too many young ones in your house, bro. What the hell? Oh my god. But yeah, we go over what I was doing at work, right? So I had like a normal surgery, right? And then I had 2 robotic surgeries. Now, if you guys don't know, hold on, let me look it up. 1 second. This thing is fucking sick. I'm sorry, this thing is so cool. It is... Yes, it is this thingy. Let me switch to here. Oh boy, I am off to the side. I haven't used this computer in a bit, so please bear with me. At least for streaming. Here we go. Wait, why does it look like that? Okay, there we go, we look better. Alright, so... If you guys don't know, this right here is the Da Vinci surgical robot. And basically, you do a it's basically just like a augmented laparoscopic surgery. If you guys don't know, you know, laparoscopic is when you put the scope in and you basically have 3 points and you shove it in, you shove like suction, the scope and some sort of like grasping tool and just do everything with like minimal incisions. That's how laparoscopic works. But the Da Vinci takes that 1 step further and it's completely robotic guided. So you just have you have like the robotic arms there and you do this. So yeah, that's what you use it to control. It's like a VR headset. It's pretty cool. And I was able to see parts of it. You know, the resident was doing more of the work, but I was able to see it from the screen and it was so fucking sick. We took out like a uterus and stuff. It was cool. Have you ever shoved a catheter up a baby's pee before? Zataris, I told you this. I have. I have. It was not fun. That they don't need to remind me. What did I... Yeah, Hi, Link Farm. Hi. Listen, you came to this chat, you know what you're getting into, man. So it's supposed to be automated. No. This is not an automated thing. So you see... Oh, fuck. You see, like, all these controls here? This is, like, the control station. So you utilize the little finger things. You put your fingers in there. And you manipulate the tool such that it moves. Adios. Hey, what the hell? Don't leave. What the fuck? The second you hear pee-pee and baby, the fuck, man? I'm kidding. If you didn't go, that's fine. 3 stream streak? Hell yeah. Nice. I love the streak. I didn't know that was actually a thing. Maybe Twitch is adding some new features or some shit. I don't fucking know how this platform works, man. I'm too busy to worry. I'm too busy to care, bro. Alright, anyways. But yeah. Basically, you swap tools on this robot, and it can, you know, do things in the body, and it's pretty fucking cool. One thing about surgery that is probably the worst thing about it is that a lot of times there's this like cauterization tool that's used in surgery. It's like a very, very used thing nowadays. And when you cauterize something, like you burn the tissue, it smells so fucking bad. It smells so bad. I hate the smell of burning tissue after a while. It just smells terrible. I don't like it at all. I don't know if you guys have ever smelled it, but oh my god. After a while, it just makes me nauseous. It doesn't make you hungry? What do you mean it doesn't make me hungry? This tissue's being burned beyond recognition. What do you mean doesn't make me hungry? No, it does not. What makes me hungry is the fact that I'm in there for 3 hours. That's what makes me hungry. But, like, quite literally, I had a surgery, then they gave me, like, a 30-minute break to another one, then another fucking 30-minute break until I had to leave. I'm like, bro, fucking hell, what the hell, man? Can I at least have a longer break? What the fuck is this shit? Man, sorry, I'm just venting about my day. I am so fucking done. I am so done with this shit. I can't wait to be done with it next week, man. Just get me out of here. Please, somebody send a care package. Send help, please, because I am getting my shit rocked right now. Ay, ay, ay. Nevertheless. Oh, shut up. If you guys want to ask any questions medical-wise, though, happy to answer. But yeah, I'm just fucking tired. I am just so tired, man. Holy. But yeah, I hope you guys had... feel free to drop in the chat what you guys did for New Year's. Can you fix my broken heart? No, I can't. I'm sorry. No. What, did I break your heart because I called Min a fucking cat or some shit? I don't know, man. For those of you who don't know, Min is a member of my community. Coded like usual. Fair enough, yeah. I haven't... Listen... I know there's a lot of shit. Oh, fuck, I look stupid. There's a lot of shit you guys want me to do with my code. I have not had any time. I'm so sorry. I have not had any time to work on code. Oh, man. I haven't worked on Tabby in ages. Again, I said why. It's like lost kind of interest. And then I've worked on my website during break, but that was pretty much it so far. It's like the last time I touched an IDE. It actually sucks. Hopefully the next block I'll be able to do more stuff. We'll see. But yeah, just went for a hike and cleaned house. That's good. It's always good to be a homebody. You know, I had the party. Yeah, New Year's I just stayed at home. Yeah, I woke up like New Year's is kind of like a recovery day for me because like I went to sleep so fucking late on New Year's Eve. One of my friends knows, but I went sleep so late. And I didn't even get drunk. I don't drink, remember? And I was still fucked up. I didn't know what, I was just completely out of it, bro. I don't know if it was the sleep that got to me or the fact that I've been up since 5 a.m. Maybe the 5 a.m. part. Maybe the 5 a.m. part would have been it. Because I went to sleep at like 3 a.m. the next day, and I was up at 5 a.m. that day. So yeah, I was almost up for 24 hours. Oh man, I woke up at 5 a.m. today as well, so who knows what's gonna happen, man. Oh man, I'm thinking of my brother's dogs and what is really scared of fire. Ah yes, fireworks, the best thing to have on New Year's Day. Yeah. There was some fireworks going off when I went to my friend's place. Okay. I want to ask you guys. I don't know if you guys are the audience to ask about this, but when it comes to plans, do you guys make plans last minute? Or do you make them like weeks in advance or days in advance, or at least with some advance notice? I want to know. I genuinely want to know what you guys think. Not when a 90-pound dog is sitting on top of you. Yeah, sure, that'll do it. I try to make them in advance. Okay. We got one for advance. Who makes plans in the spur of the moment? Advance notice. Okay. So we got 2 of them in advance. Can somebody please fucking explain why some friend groups, I'm talking about mine, make plans, and then the last minute we just fucking 180 them? Can somebody please fucking explain that? 3 months. Honestly, dude, like for some things you actually need a 3-month notice. Like for example, if you're going to like a World Cup game, right? Because World Cup is coming this year, actually. It's pretty chill. Actually, I'm so hyped for it. If you're going to a World Cup game, right? Then you should be making the plans at least like 6 months to a year in advance. See, 12 months notice, written in contract, you see? But yeah. Sometimes there are plans. I'm gonna vent a little bit, right? Sometimes there are plans, and we planned it out for like 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks, we had the plan set out, it's ready to go. The next thing you know, the fucking day of, by the way, these guys, they call me, they're like, hey, I can't make it, I'm too tired. Like, what the fuck you mean you're too tired? I'm too tired too. And then we 180 all the fucking plans. I'm like, dude. See, here's the thing. I love my friends. My friends are awesome. But the thing about a lot of guy friend groups, especially at my age, is that a lot of things are spontaneous. So it's like whenever something is spontaneous, it just happens on its own. And sometimes it just like does a 180 out of nowhere. And it's like, I love doing things in advance. Like everybody in the chat right now. My best friend does that for our plans. 1 week it's something, then the day before it's something. Dude, at least it's the day before, not the day of. Oh my god. Yeah, but that's what happened. That's what happened. I just oh my gosh. Yep. That is essentially what happened to me. It was so fucking stupid. Yeah, sorry. I'm just gonna vent. The one thing I'm gonna really miss with residency when it comes up is, well, the reason I'm saying residency when it comes up is because I'm doing stuff for my 4th year of school now, because you have to like set up your schedule like fucking 5 years in advance for some reason. And I am basically plotting out where I want to go for residency at this point. We're coming to the home stretch, guys. I'm surprised by the fact that we're coming to the home stretch. For those of you who don't know, like, I've been part of like the AI community and now the streaming community since like my 1st year of med school. So a lot of you guys have seen me grow from day one. Maybe even day negative. I don't even know. But like, a lot of you guys have definitely seen me grow from day one. And you know, now I'm in my fucking I'm almost in my 4th year. Just like a few more months and a few more exams. And like, oh my god, I'm basically graduated. Like, wow. Like, I'm a doctor, guys. That's the crazy part, right? I don't know. Like, that's how I feel. That's genuinely how I feel. Is that, like, how the fuck is my dumb ass becoming a doctor? I don't understand. I'm actually really smart. I know what I'm doing. Don't take my sarcasm seriously, please. Okay, anyways. Enough venting about work. Unless you guys want to hear more about my work venting, I'm happy to talk about it, because, like, I am so fucking tired of this shit. Alright. I do want to cover, like, a few topics today. A few tech topics, right? Because I found a bunch of stuff on Twitter. Again, I haven't really done way too much in the tech space for the past few days. Mainly because of, like, the holiday, and then you got my work, and then you got my extra shit that I gotta do, and then you got friends, and it's just a giant head spin. But yeah, so I got a few topics I do want to cover, though. So let me just take a look. Why the fuck is this trending again? Socials? Oh, thank you, Tyler. Yep, those are my socials. There are a lot of socials. Yeah, my Twitter's there if you want to follow. So there's quite a few things. I want to cover 2 specific things. Ignore the 3rd thing. So this is the first one. This fucking blood red ass map. And I'll explain what this is in a bit. And then we got a very interesting, very interesting bug or hack or exploit or whatever on a very familiar game that I used to play. If you guys ever heard of Rainbow Six Siege, I don't know if you guys have ever played that. I don't know if you guys ever, you know, heard of it at all, but Rainbow Six was like my shit. It was good. It was good back in the day. Now it's ass, but because of Ubisoft. Ubisoft fucking sucks. But yeah, Rainbow Six was awesome. Oh god, they're hopping on Overwatch. No. The Rainbow Six hack. Yeah, I'm gonna cover that. Okay, but one thing I do want to cover, though. Oh, I didn't post my stream. Hold on. 59. Let me just search this real quick. You'll see that in a second, but I just gotta do something real quick. I'm gonna switch to chatting. They gave everybody everything on Ban on the Bam. Yeah, they did! I'm gonna talk about that, though. Because there's, like, a really interesting possible link as to why it actually happened. And also, I guess while I'm posting everything, I'm gonna run an ad break because fucking nagging me because Twitch is a piece of shit, but I'm gonna run an ad break, so I'll see you guys in a second. Sorry. And if you're subscribed, then you're chilling. All right, so ad break should be running now. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to post the stream on my Twitter because I forgot. Bro, hates poor people. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. Poor. If you're broke, you should just say so and just don't be broke and subscribe because it's cool and it's chill and it's vibes. Again, I wish. I think Twitch would have way more viewership if Twitch Prime had ad-free viewing again. Like, a lot more people would actually go to Twitch in that case because everybody has Amazon Prime. Therefore, everybody will have Twitch Prime. And therefore, nobody will have fucking ads blocking them. Then again, it's a bad thing for Twitch, so that's why they get rid of it. But still, like, Twitch Prime blocking ads was, like, amazing back in the day. That shit was awesome. Now, like, you have to subscribe to every streamer and give me money so that you can't watch ads. It's stupid. I don't... Listen, if you want to give me money, give me money. If you don't, you don't. That's up to you. I really appreciate whatever money you guys give me. That's all I gotta say. But, yeah. Let me post this on Twitter. Tech is bleeding again. Chat on Twitch. Hang by first. Yay. There we go. There's the weird stream. But yes, Tyler, I hate poor people. Poor people suck. They should, like, get money, you know? For legal reasons, that's a joke, by the way. Yeah, that I do not hate poor people. And respective of wherever you come from in the income gap, I respect every single one of you. So yeah. Okay. Anyways, I'm not being around the bush. All right, that is my Twitter broadcaster. Let's look at this. So, my friends. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna draw this. I am drawing to... Why am I getting messages from... Oh my god. I am being called on upon by everyone. Holy shit. Okay. Okay, guys. Strange how you timed that right as the ad. Wait, did I really? Did I actually time it that way? What the fuck? I did not mean that, guys. I did not mean that. Listen, I didn't mean that, but also, you know, you should subscribe to me because I'm cool and I'm hip and I'm awesome. Just saying. Hey, Lunarixis, how you doing? Welcome. How you doing? Are you that guy? I don't remember. I remember that name. I am too fucking tired to remember anything. But yeah, so let us go into Pixel 1. Oh shit, you are that guy. Hey, how you doing? Long time. All right. Let me show my iPad. God damn, I'm a dumbass right now. Okay. All right. 5K player. So we're gonna draw a saga, my friends. We're gonna draw a saga. You know how the Vikings did it, right? They told stories to they told stories. Long time no see. Yep, a long time no see, my friend. Where the fuck is my thing? Here we go. If you guys don't remember, RAM. Everybody loves it. Everybody uses it. Everybody needs it. You know, RAM is one of the most valuable commodities in today's time. And what we need to understand is that RAM is also really fucking expensive nowadays. So we're gonna take a look at that. I can fix this. There we go. So let's talk about RAM. And we're gonna be covering the Slim K for iOS. Bought 64 gigs for no reason a year ago. Best decision. Dude, I have 128 gigs because I want to merge AI models together. And now I'm like, damn, I'm balling. I'm balling, guys. But yeah, it's DDR4 though, so that's the unfortunate part. But yeah. Anyways, so let's cover the RAM. All right, so I did this over like a few sets of streams because I wanted to cover the RAM epidemic. So the first thing we saw is that RAM prices, they were slightly spiking, right? And we saw it on like Newegg. I published a short about it and everything. But then the second stream, we started to see RAM become even more pricey and scarce. And we also saw that SSDs start suffering too because their price was going up. Again, if you want a refresher, so this is an SSD here, an NVMe. I am an idiot. I'm an idiot and don't know how to draw. So these chips here, right? And this is like a very rough representation of said chips. there's your flash storage. There's also DRAM. A lot of these chips are RAM chips. So since the RAM chips cost money, your SSDs are going to cost more money. It's not like the GPUs, right? So with GPUs, the only thing that's expensive is the GPU itself, right? So because you can't exactly slot a GPU into like a motherboard. It's not like an integral part of a motherboard, an SSD, whatever. It's a GPU, and a GPU is a single component. But RAM is special. It's in everything. It's in absolutely everything. Like, you will have RAM everywhere in most computer parts. This is why so many computer parts are becoming more expensive, because of the RAM shortage. Okay? So now we get to today's stream, where we're going to take a look at an article that might boil your blood a bit. I apologize. But yeah, so this guy... Oh, jeez. This guy, Pirate Nation, I like this guy's tweets. They're pretty good. So, news is... I feel like every year or two we have a shortage of some PC component. I know. I feel like now it's just GPUs plus RAM. I think the GPUs took like a backseat to the RAM, because the RAM just started exploding off the shelves after AI just decided to say, fuck GPUs, we're gonna run everything on hybrid GPU plus CPU plus RAM. And I'm like, alright, bruh. But yeah, let's read this. So NVIDIA and AMD are significantly increasing GPU prices starting next month. RTX 5090 is increasing from $2,000 to $5,000 MSRP. Both companies are planning to continue raising GPU prices every month going forward. It's highly likely that the price increases will extend across the entire product lineup, encompassing not only consumer GPUs, but also the enterprise ones. So I would like to know what your guys' reaction is of this, because this is fucking insane. That's not good. I mean, this guy does do... This is a leak, first of all. Like, this is our projected forecast / leak. So please take it with a grain of salt. But no, it's not. It doesn't seem like clickbait. Let me just search it. RTX 5090 $5,000 hairs. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, so there are many articles about this. So this is not clickbait. But it is a leak, or like a projection. So it's not also true. It's also not true either. I just want to put that out there as well. So yada, yada, yada. They're raising GPU prices. And yeah. Oh god, guys. Oh god. We're living in a time where there's like a lot of people, I don't know what your guys' opinion is on this, but there's a lot of people saying like this is about the time when they're gonna like outprice PCs from consumers. They can't buy them anymore. We have to be forced to buy consoles or cloud gaming. Do you guys think that's true? Do you guys really think that's true? Because I'm hanging on to my PC parts for dear life at this point. Because like, I have a ton of RAM. I have a good enough CPU. I have a fat ass 3090. I can run anything I throw at my computer and it'll be fine. Except an Unreal Engine 5 game. That's a different story. But jokes aside, they think they're just doing it to scam the consumer, because no one with any sense is using consumer grade GPU bank for AI. Oh, Narixis, you do not know the users of fucking Tabby. Oh dear god. Everybody who runs my fucking LLM software uses some sort of consumer GPU cursed ass stack of just like 65090s hooked up together somehow. Oh, you don't want to know the cursed shit that some of my users have. Oh my god. It is bad. Yes, it is a car. The fucking H100 literally cost the price of a car anyway. It's like, bro, my friend got a B6000. He's a good friend too. He's got like a B6000. Let me just show you what a B6000 is. RTX B6000. Let me just show you what this fucking thing is. Pro 6000. Here we go. So this idiot card right here, it has 96 gigs of DDR7 memory, GDDR7. So it's really good for AI. It's really, really fast for gaming. It's like the top tier consumer GPU, higher than a 5090 technically. And it costs like 8 or 9 grand, I think. It's so bad to the point where you get to the find a partner page. Drooling, right? Don't drool. No, bad link farm. Bad. No, bad. Don't do that. The RAM, it's probably gonna cost like 15 grand or some shit. Based off of what we're seeing right now. 96 gigs, right? It's crazy. To be fair, to run the latest models, you need like 2 of them or 3 of them, but we don't talk about that. Oh my god. But yeah, so let me go back to my iPad here. There we go. So now we have a huge problem, right? Where we see this virus of higher RAM prices spread throughout the entire computing space. So RAM is increasing prices in SSDs, in GPUs, hell, maybe even motherboards, right? I don't know about CPUs. I'd love to inquire about that. I need to check that out, but I assume the CPU is the onboard memory, which is the RAM, so yeah. But a lot of these extra things are gaining price. And GPUs, again, were already super expensive in the first place. So it's like GPUs are getting omega expensive. Oh man, 9 grand to deposit on a house. I know. I'm like, how the fuck are you paying 9 grand for a GPU, my guy? Holy shit. I'm with you, Interixis, but the problem is the users of my software, they're crazy. Oh man, I should make like a channel in my Discord about like pics of your setup, because like you guys definitely have some crazy ass setups. I can tell you that much. I just have my chonker, which is like sitting right next to me right now, and I have my MacBook. But other than that, it's like, you know, you guys probably have like giant ass crypto mining looking ass stations. I don't know. 3060 laptop in 2022. Oh man, I have a 3060 in my closet. I got like a 3060 for like a couple months, and now I'm like, fuck it, I'm getting a 3090 because I want to run LLMs. But yeah, 3060 laptop is very decent, honestly, for most games, I'd say. I don't know if it has 8 gigs. Oh, never mind. Yo, Link Farm is not happy about that one. 6 gigs of VRAM, my friend. 6 gigs. Love that. My favorite about VRAM. I gave up running LLMs locally. Yeah, listen, I don't know if you were there for the last stream, Link Farm, but I did too, actually. I talked about GPT, and I've been using GPT like almost exclusively nowadays. Like, I'm sorry, local LLMs are just way too fat for my computer and way too much for me to maintain. It's fucking stupid. And if I'm not using it, then what's the point of maintaining this shit other than like just bumping dependencies? That's what I think. I don't know. Like maybe that's why I'm like looking more into my website and stuff, because that's stuff that you guys will enjoy, you guys will watch, will browse and stuff. Even better for a uni project, I had to use local LLMs, had to speed up the demo video because it took 5 minutes to generate a response. Oh god, yeah, that's painful. Yeah, that's painful. You know, if you use Xlob, I'm kidding. No. Oh my gosh. But yeah, that is fair. Like for me on a 14B, it takes like a few minutes. Brother, can we not have viewbots on our channel? Thank you very much. I don't know why the hell they target me. It's so dumb. But yeah, so 5 minutes to generate a response on a 14B is crazy. Like it takes me like 10 seconds with the 3090, because like it can run 8-bit 14B, I think, if I remember correct. I don't remember, but yeah. But anyways, to keep it like a little more general, yeah, RAM expensive. Consumer PCs bad. Can Tabby make my 4080 run 30B B3? I don't know what the fuck that is. Maybe. I have no fucking idea. Oh man, I love how I started off with Monami and everything was like, you know, showing Tabby updates and having like a little fucking mascot there, to like this my dumbass yapping on a stream about RAM prices. Truly the glow up of all time. Am I right or am I right? Got to a point that my iPad ran LLMs better than my laptop does. Yeah, CoreML is a very good technology. It's Qwen 330B the MLE. I mean, probably. I don't fucking know. As long as Xllama works with it, it might as well, right? I don't know. But yeah, I've experimented with CoreML, and Apple put a lot of focus into AI hardware. It's a shame they didn't put a lot of focus into the AI software, because Apple Intelligence is absolute shit. Terrible. I'm going on PC Part Picker. Hey Zerox, did you talk? Why are you on Jake Paul for some reason? Do you like the fact that he got fucking punched in the jaw and broke his fucking jaw because he kind of deserved it? Like, sorry, hot take, but like, yeah, that fucking punch in the jaw was kind of like a reality check. A local LLM on your phone is more capable than Siri, Apple Intelligence. It is. I don't know what the fuck Apple is smoking, man. I don't know what they're smoking in the slightest. I have an iPhone. I love my iPhone. It's great. And they could have done so much with AI and like making things work across apps, but I feel like they're smoking iOS 26. I've talked about this. I actually like Liquid Glass. Sorry, sue me, but I'm actually a fan of it compared to the old design because everything is like nice and compartmentalized. I don't know. It just looks good for me. The constant adjusting of the transparency though is fucking stupid. I don't understand why they keep adjusting it like every fucking update. Like there should be a toggle or like some sort of slider for glassiness. I don't mind Liquid Glass. It's the ridiculous bugs. I mean, it's been stable for me so far. But yeah, I understand the ridiculous bugs. I've heard there's a lot. It's actually stupid. Like I feel like there's more bugs on Mac than my iPhone. Because like I've been having some battery drain issues with my Mac, and I need to like look into it. It's being stupid. I need to update to the latest OS or something because I haven't. And on like Sequoia, I was working perfectly fine. So I don't know what fucking QA Apple had for 26, but what I assume is, you know, the thing with Apple, and I know you probably know this, Lunarix, because you've worked with iPhones a lot more than I fucking have, is that, you know, they always publish like a huge feature update, right? And in this case, they completely redesigned their entire fucking OS. And then like the next year, they design like a maintenance update that, you know, fixes everything. At least that's what I've seen for the most part. Like, I think the biggest transition for me is when I first got iOS is like iOS 14 to 15, right? So iOS 15 was like rock solid stable. That thing worked so well, but 14 was a mess. So I guess like you dealt with the mess for a year, then you got to like a more stable iOS, and then it goes back to the mess. It's like an alternating cycle, I guess. I don't know. Like, I personally liked iOS 15, 16. Actually, 17 was a really good iOS version, especially with like the predictive text and stuff. That shit was awesome. And 18 is I don't know. I didn't really think too much about it. And now we're on 26, where it's just like new UI redesign, bugs everywhere. Who fucking knows? Last we spoke, I had the 10R. I went to Pixel 4. I came back to iOS 4 months ago because Android is falling apart now. Yeah, I've thought Android is falling apart for like the past few years. Like the first thing is I needed a phone that worked because, you know, I'm in medical school now. I can't afford to fix my phone if it fucking breaks and I use like some stupid ass tool. I need to make sure it actually fucking works properly most of the time. So like an iPhone is the obvious choice for that reason. And plus I can text my friends with no problem. So it's like, okay, yeah. The Pixel 4, yeah, I think I lost my Pixel 4. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know where it is. I have, like, back in the day, I mean like a few months ago, I played with the Pixel 1 on stream and saw Lineage on it, but that was about it. But yeah. I failed an exam and had to resit a year at uni. System UI entered into a crash loop at my 6 Pro. Jesus Christ, yeah, that's insane. That's crazy. Getting better for me, American phones, but not Chinese. I don't know. I find Android to be a fragmented mess, and iOS is just like a smooth thing for the most part. Despite its bugs, by the way. Despite its bugs, despite its annoyances, I find iOS to be a smoother experience. I'm probably going to stick with it until I find that Android has gotten better in some respect. And I also like my MacBook as well, by the way. Okay, so while we were yapping, I pulled up a certain something. Bam! RAM. PC Part Picker, guys. The world's best website for picking PC parts. If you guys ever want to buy a PC, right? Go to this website right here. It'll save you so much time. I love PC Part Picker. Okay, so let me just resize the window so you guys can see it. Okay, here we go. Here's the prices. So again, this is in US dollars. This is not in Canadian rubles. This is not in British man pounds. We are American human beings here. Okay, we are American. If you're not American, you're now honorary American because you get guns and freedom and shit. Fuck you. Nevertheless, so let's look at the PC parts. All right, so I'm gonna sort this by cheapest just to keep it, you know, chill. Price per gigabyte. Oy. Okay. And how about we do DDR4 and actually no, just DDR5. Guns, I'd be happy with not being spied on by the government. Oh, Lunarixus, you missed so many streams about me ranting about the UK being stupid. I did a stream about the fucking EU being stupid too. All right, price is there. How do I select the kit? Here we go. Okay. So, oh Jesus. Okay. So we're gonna do the common 2x 8 gig kit. Okay, that seems good. And we sorted by price. UK and Australia, speedrunning, trust issues. This is... There are so many viewers and VTuber friends I have from the UK. And they are all dying because of this bullshit with the adult I don't understand it personally. I don't get it. It's dumb. I know like DL Site. If you guys don't know, like there's this Japanese website called DL Site. And they sell like adult stuff, right? Let's just be for real here. And they sell adult stuff. And they're blocked by payment processors. MasterCard, Visa, they're not accepted on that website. They're completely blocked. But like OnlyFans is the same fucking thing. It's literal fucking porn. And the payment processors accept them? Like, what? I don't understand. If somebody has a conspiracy theory, please tell me why, like, OnlyFans is accepted by credit card companies while the fucking anime porn isn't. I don't know. Again, this is like just straightforward. Like, I'm so confused as to how these people work, but I don't get it. It's weird. That's what I've seen online anyways. I don't fucking know. I don't really care, but this adult content stuff really has to fucking stop. Saving the kids. Yep. I talked about all of that. Like, they like to push that statement a lot. Anyways, so RAM prices. Oh, OF requires ID to purchase. Does it really? Also, hey, auth. Port US, port JP. I don't know that. If it does, I'd have to see. Okay, okay, I don't want this going in my browser history. Actually, no, I'm not gonna search it. Fuck it. I'm not searching that. If you guys want to search it, you can search it. Because if I search it, I'm getting banned. I'm getting my ass banned. So I'm not doing that. Someone did chat, please search it for me. ID on OF might be a new thing. Last thing I checked, it used your credit card. Okay, so... Oh yeah, there's also Fansly, isn't it? The one that fucking sponsored that chess boxing tournament? I believe it was required to make it. Nah. Why'd you check? I did not check. Oh, you're talking about Lunar. Thank you, chat. Thank you, chat. I think it was added after the MasterCard. I have no idea. Talk to you later. But it was required to make an account. I don't remember that. Maybe it is. Maybe it's just in the UK. I got no fucking idea. I know ID isn't required to make an account. There's too many fucking gooners on there, bro. Oh man. I think that would kill their business model if an ID was required to make an account there, bro. Honestly. Isn't OF based in the UK too? How the fuck are they getting around the adult content laws? I distinctly remember OF is from the... Okay. Where is OnlyFans based in? I'm searching this up. It's in London. It's in London. They're from London. Moved to Ireland. I know to post you need ID, but that's how they... Because verified creators... Okay. Yeah, if you're a creator there... Listen, no shade to you, but like... If you're a creator there, you need your ID. Yeah, that makes sense because you need to verify who the fuck you are before you start posting shit so you don't spam the site. But I don't think like signing up for a normal account requires an ID. That's kind of weird if it does. Anyways. So yeah, let's look at these prices here. Dude. $143, $151, $199. All of these are fucking out of stock. $205 for 16 gigabytes of RAM. Holy shit. $12 price per gigabyte. God fucking damn. Seriously though, who buys 16 gigs nowadays? Well, 0x. Might I introduce you to the RAM shortage where people are probably going to be buying 16 gigs in 2026? I need to remember it's 2026 because 2025 is over. Dude, what the fuck? How is it so expensive? Oh my god. And all of these are out of stock too. All of these are out of stock. Gotta get better price per gig with bigger capacity. You're right. You're so right. But at the same time, like 2x18 is recommended by so many. Sorry, 8 is recommended by so many people. Oh, wow. What the fuck? Hold on. Wait, let me see something. So, okay. So 205. Okay, so the cheapest. This is the one that I like Vengeance RAM. These guys are good. The cheapest. Oh, these are SODIMMs. Wait, this isn't even actual desktop RAM. The fuck? This is a SODIMM. Yeah, wait, this is the... Wait, what the fuck? Give me a dim. There we go. That's the right one. It's not even the fucking right RAM. What the fuck? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, RGB RAM. Cool. We're not... Beggars aren't choosers. All right. I fucking hate RGB, by the way, just so you guys know. So 209 bucks. All right. 10 bucks off with the promo code from Newegg. Okay, so this is 209 bucks. Vengeance is a good brand. I have this brand of RAM. Not with the RGB, obviously. RGB fucking sucks. I hate it. It's terrible. But yeah, I got the Vengeance brand of RAM, and this is fucking expensive for 16 gigs. So 209 for the cheapest. Okay, let's go to the 32 gig version, which is 2x16. Let's see what 0x says is true. Okay, $260. Oh. Oh. No. Yeah, exactly. I was just gonna cover that, right? Because it's 260 bucks and you're paying 60 extra bucks, but the price per gig is like slashed. How the fuck does that work? Want to build a PC this month? That's out of the window. I want to upgrade my PC after I graduated, which is like next year. I don't think that's happening. I also want to upgrade my case or my motherboard. That's it. I can't upgrade my CPU. I can't upgrade my RAM. I can't even upgrade my motherboard because I'm still on AM4. I have to use the same motherboard. I just need a new case. That's it. Oh, man. Yeah, that kind of ruined my plans. Hopefully it comes back down, but who knows at this point. I just let it rock and do my own thing, you know? I feel like the best lesson that you guys could get from this stream is that whenever you want to buy RAM or buy any part and you see the price like low or somewhat low, buy it immediately. Buy it. Buy it as soon as you fucking can, because that shit is going up. That's a sign that's going up. Like, if you guys remember back in 2023, you know, NAND chips costed so much less money because there was a huge surplus. I got two terabyte SSDs for like the price of a terabyte in like 2020. It was amazing. And I loved it. And I'm running like fucking 5.5 terabytes of pure SSD storage on my computer right now. I actually, you know, I built a NAS on stream with the B-Link PC that's running next to me right now. And yeah, it's very chill. I got a 4 terabyte drive for 200 bucks. That 4 terabyte drive also costs 400 bucks now, by the way. And it runs super fucking well. I was thinking of buying a second drive. That's out the window. I paid 40 pounds for the single 32 gig SODIMM of DDR4. That is insane. Yeah, that is a lot of money. Let me do it. I'll actually do the conversion right now. Oh, 54. Thank you. Listen, wow, I should rely on chat more often. You guys do all my dirty work for me. Thank you. It's like you guys are the med students and I'm the resident. Oh yeah, one other thing about surgeries. The funniest part about surgery is, you know, when the attending finishes, he's like, okay, guys, see you. Have a good day. And then just de-scrubs and walks out the door and just leaves us to get the patient back to normal. The patient, like, barely sees the surgeon. It's so funny. Like, you don't see the surgeon in the scrub room. They literally leave right after they're done cutting and shit. And that's it. That's all they do. Because, you know, the resident and me and the nurses put everything back together, wake the patient up, wheel the patient over to like PACU, and that's it. But yeah, so they're like, okay, bye, see you. And the residents, you know, so there's like a pecking order, right? There's like a small pecking order, especially in surgery-ridden specialties. Not as much more medicine-ridden. So let me just show you the pecking order of medicine here. So, hello, Apple Pencil, do you want to work? There we go. So, the pecking order of medical rotations, surgery edition. Because there's a lot of hubris in surgery, let's be real. I don't think any of the medical doctor people are here right now, but we'll cover it. Okay, so. I put my iPad to sleep. Okay, here we go. So, the first thing, we start at the bottom, right? So this is the bottom tier. We have the students. And I believe it's nursing to PA to medical student, right? So, again, I have some pull, right, as a student, but, you know, I'm at the bottom of the pecking order, especially if you're like a third year, like me. If you're a fourth year, you have a little bit more pull. Then we get to, like, the nurses, right? Because, again, if you piss off a nurse, your rotation is going to be cooked. If you don't piss off a nurse, you'll be mad chill, okay? Then we go to the residents, right? Residents slash PAs. So these guys are chill. I don't know if you can say about how old are you. Yeah, I can say I'm 24. My birthday was last month. I just turned 24. But yeah, so we get to the residents of the PAs, right? And they, you know, do all the dirty work for the top guy, which is the attending. So this is the pecking order in a sense. And basically, when you're training in medical school, you jump directly from student to resident, and you have way more pull than you probably should. But you have way more pull because you're a full-fledged physician. And then once you become an attending, you know, you own the department. That's how it works in surgery. For some of my rotations, however, there were no residents at all. And, you know, when it comes to, like, if a rotation is just PAs, it's much more chill. Because the PAs, you know, are just doing their job. They're not, like, trying to ask you for stuff. They're basically acting like a doctor. In fact, in some of my rotations where there were no residents, the PAs and the attendings pretty much shared the same spot. So it's like, yeah, that's pretty much it. And most of these rotations, everybody was like mad chill. And I had like a really fun time. I really enjoyed those rotations. They're so much fun. But yeah. Anyways, so we got an ad coming up. I'm going to let the ad go. If you guys are subscribed, great. You guys have an ad blocker, great. Other than that, we'll let the ad play soon. But for any of you guys who are subscribed, then you'll get to see me yap for a little bit longer. Just to let me know what you think about the stuff that's going on so far, because I don't know what the fuck I'm yapping about. But I guess after we're done here, I'll watch it if it makes you a few bucks. Sure. Ads, like, make jack shit for money. I feel like donations make more money, subscriptions make more money. Because, like, but it makes a little bit. I don't know. Up to you. I don't really care about the money, as I said. Nevertheless, let's just keep looking at these RAM prices while we're taking a small break, I guess. Okay, so we got 200 bucks. All right, 0x, I want to investigate your theory. Right? I want to investigate your theory. What if we go to the 2x32 and see how much it costs? Okay, never mind. It costs 500 bucks. But, oh, okay, interesting. But the price per gig is still the same as the 32 gigs. Interesting. Thoughts, guys? Thoughts? Check 48 gigs, sure. I can do that. Probably not list. It's probably here. Hold on. I just need to find it. 48. Here we go, 1x48. Yeah, I don't really got much. I don't think there's really many people that buy 48. 2x24 is a thing? Okay, we could check. Let's just do control find. Okay, let's do that. Here we go. Okay, that works. Oh, same price. A little bit more, actually. A little bit more price per gig. Like, just a couple bucks more. Yeah, it's a bit high. Not as high as 2x8, but still a bit more. I actually like how PC Part... Oh, good, ad break's over. Beautiful. I love how PC Part Picker decided to finish, or at least show the price per gig. This is pretty nice, actually. I like this. So let's look at the 2x48, like that 0x suggested. Okay. Let's see. So 96 gigs. Okay, so this is about the same. Unless you want to go like really cheap and you'll get like 96 gigs for no problem. I feel like a lot of people aren't just gonna care about speed anymore either. Like I know a lot of people are like, oh, you got that puny 3200 megahertz RAM. I got that 3600. I'm baller. Nowadays, people are like, can I have a fucking 2800 megahertz DDR4? Thank you very much. But yeah. Oh man, it's been a while since I actually chatted like this. God damn. Do you think the price raise is due to the GPU shortage, or if it's just people scalping? No. I think the price raise is actually because of the shortage. You don't have to deal with the 96 gig sets, though. You don't have to deal with all of your slots not working. That's true. But the thing with, you know, I know Intel is like quad channel memory, so that's pretty nice if you have like 4/6 of something, which is cool. I know AMD doesn't really give a fuck though, so you could probably work out with that. But then again, how much RAM do you really need? Am I right? I really shouldn't be asking that, considering that you need like all the RAM nowadays. Anyways, to answer Linarix's question, I'm gonna just go over the same thing I did in the first stream that I did about RAM, is that AI/data centers are siphoning a lot more RAM due to advancements in like LLM technology. And LLMs now have like a hybridized architecture. So there's like the standard LLMs. So I'm gonna call it standard in quotes here, because it's like just a single model that's fine-tuned. And then there's like the MOEs. So these are models with shared experts. And what people have been doing is they've been offloading all of the experts to system RAM because it's not crucial for inferencing. And therefore, any of the raw processing or GPU layers, they go on the GPU, right? Obviously. So those are the layers that need to be on the GPU in order to actually make the model run decently well. But a lot of people are now just offloading all of the unnecessary parts onto RAM, which makes it slower, yes, but it also makes things a lot easier and a lot more accessible for people who want to run LLMs. So this demand right here is my theory as to why RAM is just ballooning. And the fact that, you know, corporate, and especially data centers, get their hands on the RAM all the time, they're going to require a lot of it to run models as they get more advanced and bigger. Interesting. I never knew that. I thought it was people just panicking after Micron pulled out selling direct to consumer. Did I talk? I did. Okay, good. I don't remember if I talked about that. But yeah, that's what happened. Yep. And since RAM is everywhere, of course, the more GPUs you buy, the more RAM you buy. And then once you go after RAM, then the less GPUs there are, the less RAM there is, the more scarcity, the higher price. That's just economics. But yeah, it's the data center. So everybody who is blaming AI and data centers in general for this shortage is honestly 100% correct. And all the anti-AI people should really be banking on that rather than whatever the fuck they say. I covered anti-AI shit. A lot of it's just performative. But even if RAM is priced out of the ass, it's less out of the ass than more GPUs. Exactly, right? Exactly. Like RAM, again, you go after the cheapest commodity, and then you just exploit it, I guess. I don't fucking know. Crucial used to be the cheapest RAM I could buy. Now it's a collector's item. Yeah. I mean, you remember EVGA when they pulled out of NVIDIA? I have an EVGA card and power supply in my computer right now. They're really good cards, but they pulled out the GPU business because, you know, they felt like NVIDIA was being a bitch. So they're like, fuck you, I'm out of this shit. And they made like a whole expose on NVIDIA, if I remember correctly, on how they were treating them badly. I think the new EVGA is Zotac, from what I remember. Zotac is chill. But yeah, that's essentially what's been going on with the overall RAM stuff. It's safe. I think it's safe to call it a clusterfuck. Like, I definitely don't like to swear on stream. You guys know that, right? Right? But yeah, it is. It's pretty bad. It's pretty fucking bad. We're living in a time where it's getting harder and harder to buy a PC simply because, you know, yeah. I make you swear so you have more work editing later. Yeah, thank you, ZeroX. I really appreciate it. I gotta censor every fucking swear. Otherwise, YouTube decides to say fuck you and, what is it? Throttle my videos' views. Fuck you. Beep, beep, beep. Hey, listen. I have a fancy beep sound, okay? Don't put the beep, beep, beep in my thing, alright? I have a fancy one that I edited. If you watch my shorts, you know. Oh god, I'm just gonna keep promoting my shorts because I am shameless. I'm sorry. But yeah, again, I clip things from the stream manually using a Premiere Pro. If you guys are in Discord, you probably have seen my editing. But yeah, I do everything in Premiere Pro manually. I add subtitles and stuff, and you know, I just clip moments that are educational, funny, whatever, and just put them on YouTube. So if you ever want to like watch bite-sized clips, then you can do so. I don't know. That's just something I like doing, and helps grow the channel too. So it's nice. So yeah. But yeah, RAM is assload expensive. Dude, it cost 96 gigs costs as much as a fucking GPU. What the fuck? Just to put it in perspective. Just to put it in perspective, right? This was back when DDR5 wasn't as popular too. I paid like 200 bucks for 128 gigs of RAM. Can somebody please fucking explain how it costs a fucking kidney, how it costs the price of an iPhone to buy 196 gigs of RAM? What the fuck? I am so... check the price graph. I don't wanna. Fine. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at that. Oh, wait. Wait, this has gotta be studied. This has gotta be studied. Hold on, I'm turning up. I'm flashbanging you. Fuck you. Okay, so September 15th, 239, 275, 339, 419, 589, 749, 879, 994, $1,099. Dude, how in the ever-loving fuck does RAM cost $1,000 when it was 200 just like, what is it now? 4 months ago. Holy fuck. Wait, let me go to a couple years. Okay. Okay, so it stayed constant until now. Wow. Wow, man. Oh my god. The inflation must be about 400%. Oh. I can't look at it. I can't. Fuck, it's on both of my screens. I can't look at it. No, get away from me. Get away. No. I refuse. Actually, you know what? You know what we should check? Hold on. Where is it? Storage, here we go. Let's check this. Problem is, I don't see prices like this going back down like GPUs because people are still paying these prices in OEMC dollar signs. I feel like, you know, it's a supply and demand issue for this time around. It's more of like a supply and demand issue because RAM is made everywhere, right? Everybody makes RAM. It's not like, you know, TSMC is the one that's making GPUs. There's many RAM makers. And it's relatively inexpensive to produce. So I feel like once we catch up with the current demand, I think it'll come somewhat normalized, and that's when you should buy. That's my guess. Because it's not like a GPU where it's like, oh, you only have one place which is producing it. No. RAM is pretty straightforward to make, at least from what I've heard. I don't fucking know, but yeah, as long as it's like not some, you know, proprietary thing. The main issue is that the main three, SK Hynix, Samsung, and Micron, have been a bit of a cartel. I mean, it's better than like Nvidia and AMD. I can see them going down a bit, but unless the AI business takes a nosedive, we're stuck in this hell. I think the AI business is approaching its .com moment pretty soon. Because as you know, like every startup is going into AI, right? We've seen this before. We've played these games before, my friends. So I feel like, you know, normalization is on the horizon, especially since the LLM craze has kind of died down. to the point where it's like, oh, it's cool and stuff. I feel like locally, the companies themselves kind of shot themselves in the foot with this. And that's why like the AI craze is probably going to drop down. It's probably going to be adapted to more useful things. That's my optimistic worldview on it. And also somewhat realistic. I don't know, based on previous trends. AI is here to stay. I'm going to be for real with you. Everybody, it's very, very fucking useful in many ways. Just not the ways that tech bros try to push. But it is a very useful piece of technology that should stay. However, I feel like the current, explosion of startups making AI is kind of cooked. Like, it makes no sense. I remember Notch, if you guys know, developer of Minecraft, or the original developer of Minecraft, he said that, like, the AI craze is like NFTs. And people are, like, saying, oh, AI isn't like NFTs at all. I feel like it's true. I feel like it might be kind of true. Like, we get, like, this hype of... We get, like, this huge hype cycle of AI, LLMs, whatever. And then next thing you know, it's gonna, stabilize and normalize. In the case of NFTs, there was little to no usage of NFTs apart from, scamming people, right? There was no incorporation of that usage anywhere. But with AI, there is incorporation of that usage in everyday life. So rather than see it take a complete nosedive, we're gonna see it stabilize into something more productive for the world and society, from what I've seen. Maybe if things get better, like NPUs get bigger. Just, NPUs are fucking useless. NPUs are so fucking bad. They are terrible. Don't bother with them. I'm just telling you that right now, based on experience I've had with people like, oh my god, NPUs are cool. No, they are shit. Don't do it. Don't go drink the Kool-Aid. I feel like the only thing that'll make it bigger is TPUs. Isn't CoreML fairly NPU focused? Yeah, so here's the thing with CoreML, right? I said it is a good library, right? It is a good library, but it's good for what it's worth, right? So you can run small things on it and it'll work just fine. But if you try and run a big thing on it with Apple's chips, they can shove as much shit as they want in there. It's not running faster than the 3090. I'll tell you that much. And I have a MacBook right here, right next to me, that can run Llama CPP at a decent amount, but my 3090 can run it so much fucking better. Even like a 3060 can run it better, right? So it's like, you just buy a GPU instead and it'll be perfectly faster. And yes, Xerox, I agree. TPUs are probably the more safer approach, because they are, chips that are dedicated to AI processing, which is correct. In my opinion, that makes more sense. If TPUs were included in like motherboards, that would be interesting to see. But yeah, I wonder where we'd be if LLMs were developed at 30 years in the future with that terms of compute. I genuinely wonder. That would be interesting. But yeah, I feel like we get into like the ASIC dedicated chip range, then we start to get into the point where things start to take a downturn and things start to normalize. But until then, I guess we don't upgrade our PCs. Like that's just the collectivist idea. My only experience with TPUs were the ran the Pixel 6 with custom small module. Well, yeah, and again, newer Pixels are ass in terms of CPU performance, from what I've heard. So your mileage is definitely gonna vary. Like the TPUs in Google's data centers are way better than those in a fucking Pixel phone. The Pixel phone is there so it can just run the bare minimum, I'd assume. Not like, run like some crazy ass LLM like Gemini. And the big Gemini, not the small one on the phone, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I mean, they were made for the express purpose of they're gonna run there. Even Google don't like to use, they still use GPU. I feel like, I thought with Gemini, they flex the absolute shit that they use TPUs for most of their stuff when it comes to Gemini. I thought GCP flexes that like all the time. If they use GPUs, I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, I that based on my previous research, I've seen that Google like hasn't got all in on TPUs, but they are using it because they own it. that's what they're doing. Oh man. Gemini 3 was done exclusively. Yeah, I remember it was trained exclusive on TPU. That was for sure. But yeah, like we got to see TPUs get more adoption before we see anything change, or some sort of specialization of the chip. I don't fucking know, but I think NPUs are snake oil personally. I don't think they really do too much apart from like small gains, not too large gains. That's what I've seen, at least from empirical evidence, as opposed to theoretical. I haven't really looked into theoretical because I've been so fucking busy. Anyways, Um, SSD prices. SSD prices. I wanted to check the stats on this. Okay. Oh dear fucking oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Look at that graph, guys. Look at that graph. Hey Hika, how you doing? I think they need to be more expensive. Man. Shush. You missed the segment where we saw a fucking 96 gigs of RAM was $1,000. $1.9 million per terabyte. Yep. Yeah, so we go from... So this is a 2 terabyte drive, a Samsung. So this is a pretty decent drive. So this is like one of the more expensive sides. So it starts at 159. Okay, so that's normal for this type of drive. Then we go up to 178. 189. 198. 208, 229. This is some DRAM cache is making me cry seeing this. Yep, that's why it's expensive. DRAM cache is very nice, but at the same time it's pricey. Yeah. My SSDs in my computer are QLC, so I don't think they have DRAM. I think they use HMB, the memory buffer instead, which works pretty well, so I don't really care. But yeah, like this has got so much more expensive than what it used to be. Let's look at this 1 terabyte SSD. So $89, $99, $109, 129, 144. Jesus Christ. Like, just to put it into perspective, I bought a 2 terabyte SSD for this price. A couple years ago. Sorry, I guess 3 years ago now. Jesus Christ, I'm old. 3 years ago? Why do I remember that shit like it's... Dude, I still remember my high school. How am I this old? How am I so old, guys? Someone please help me. What the fuck? I'm old. Oh, man. Oh, thank you for the DM, Kenzie. I appreciate it. You're only about a year older than me, man. Tell me about... Oh my god. I'm literally just a year older than you, buddy. Respect your elders. I turned a year older less than a month ago. Oh man, Christmas being born Christmas Eve is amazing. But yeah, you know how old people say I bought this house for $3 grand and 3 shoelaces. I'm 26. Old. Ha ha ha. Old woman. I'm kidding. We're about to be like that, but for RAM. Old man. Man. Knees hurting yet? No, but the back is when I'm standing for like 3 hours in a fucking OR. Dude, there's like this one OR case where I'm actually gonna talk about it at the rotation, but there was this one OR case where we had to take out the uterus of this lady, and there were so many tumors in the uterus that there was bleeding everywhere. There was so much bleeding, and dude, like it was estimated to take like 1.5 to 2 hours. It took like 3.5 hours to finish. And I was scrubbed in. So I was under there. I dead ass held a rod, which moved the uterus around. I think every student does that, but I held a rod, which moved the fucking uterus around like a balloon. It was crazy. And you'd guess where that rod was inserted into, by the way. You take your guesses there, because it's not TOS friendly. I gotta give you credit, man. That gore would ruin me. Oh, my friend. I have seen blood upon blood coming out of things, you know, and you know the thing I'm talking about. It really changes your perspective on stuff. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. Yeah. John Uterus. Why John? Who is John and why is he in a uterus? I don't understand. I am the uterus mover. Thank you very much. I am the uterus mover. Many penises seen, and he's not even out of school. Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, got me. Oh, I don't think Glitterix has heard of this, but I straight cat the baby. So yeah, just they call him Baba Bacha. Okay. That was good. That one is very good. Listen, when I get to my surgery rotation, I'm gonna be seeing hernias upon hernias, man. Oh my god. I'm gonna be seeing so many hernias. Pin it. I'm pinning that, brother. They call it Papa Yacha. Holy fuck. That is based. I'm sorry, that is so based. What the fuck? Oh man. But yeah. Yeah. Taking a uterus out with fibroids is no fun. I feel like, listen, fibroids are not good for women and they're not good for the surgeon. They just suck in general. Fuck fibroids. Fuck cancer. Terrible ass disease. Sorry, I had to burp there. But yes, cancer bad. Don't get cancer, guys. That's it. Yes, delete cancer. No more cancer allowed, okay? No more cancer allowed. No more cancer allowed whatsoever. Oh my god, where did Monami go? Where'd she go? Wait, what? Why'd she get deleted, guys? I deleted cancer and Monami disappeared. I'm kidding. I'm sorry, that was a low blow. That was such a shitty joke. Oh my god. This is what you get from post-work me. This is what you get from me when I'm fucking exhausted as shit. I am sorry. I am so sorry. Oh man. Monami is not cancer. She is beautiful. It's okay. Don't call me Baba Fudge. What the fuck? Bro, come on, man. But no, stop. Oh man. What am I the Vaja Slayer now? Am I the Vag Slayer? Is that what I am? Alright. Oh my god. Guys, I'm getting wait, you're bullied. I can't even say guys because you're the ones that are fucking bullying me. You fuckers. Allow that, fuck off. Literal. Hey, listen. I'm just doing the helping. The doctor is the one that's doing the destroying. I should not be joking about this shit, man. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Fuck. On my fucking sides. Jeez, you guys make me laugh so much. I love every single one of you. Holy shit, my cheeks hurt. Do you need an enema, Zero X? Your cheeks hurt. You should probably get some fucking ice pack on your ass. Better to laugh than cry. No? Are you sure? Are you sure you don't need an enema? I mean, I could come over and give one. It's pretty easy. No, why not? What, you don't trust me? You don't trust this woman on your screen? You don't trust her? I have a bidet, I'm okay. Okay, yeah, you're cleared. You're cleared. You're good. Don't worry about it. Okay, let me just... It doesn't have the poop... Man! Why do you not have the poop inspector bidet? What the fuck, man? Come on. Should know better. Alright, maybe we'll look at some specs for a second. Hold up. Let's go to 1 terabyte. Oh shit, that's the wrong handle. There we go. I just want to check this out because this is the green. Oh, okay, this is not what I want. I need to find the one that is cost high. What the fuck are these graphs, bro? Yeah, what the hell? What happened to memory C, bro? Did it just become $0 all of a sudden? This one isn't bad though, I guess. I don't know. Like, yeah. Memory C just running out day by day. Yeah, apparently. Where is memory C? What is this? Memory C. Why is my search engine finding this? What the fuck is Tinkoff? What is this? Oh, it's Irish. It's Irish, I see. Okay. Memory sees an Irish team. Irish company. I'm looking at the search. I'm not looking at the fucking Tinkoff. The fuck even is this? Alright, anyways. Denmark, right? Yeah, Denmark and Russia. That's right. Alright, so now. Actually, we got an ad break, so I'm gonna keep yapping until we're done with it. But actually, nah, wait for a bit. They forgot the W. With Tinkoff? What does that even mean? Winkoff? Oh, Twinkoff. Oh. Sorry, I'm slow, if you guys didn't know. I was just trying to plug it in the first letter. I'm like, oh yeah, that's probably right. That's probably right. No, it was not. Twinkoff, yes, the Twinkoff. Broke out that MSM 8. Brother, that chip is a throwback. Oh my god. Fucking throwback to 2019 and shit. Or actually no, 2017 and shit. God damn. God damn. Twinkoff, bro. Imagine just like a battle between two fucking twinks, me and someone else. I went to the gym the other listen. I am proactive. I am proactive, guys. You wanna know why? Because I went to the gym when I had surprise days off. You can clap for me. Be proud of me. Come on, clap for me. I am that good. And now I gotta go to the gym this weekend. You see the cogs moving in the head? Of course I hit legs. Who doesn't hit legs? What idiot wouldn't hit legs? Never say clap for me to be... I will say it as much as I want. This is my stream, my rules. This is my safe space, guys. Even though the chat is literally bullying and eviscerating me right now, this is my safe space. You must clap. No! No, don't... Listen, Xerox, you're asking for a fucking enema right now, buddy. That is just an enema, but a different way, my friend. Yeah, you are. You are, buddy. Also, we got an ad coming up, but you are. Oh my fucking god. Oh, I really hope my friends don't come on stream and ask me to play Overwatch. Please don't do that. The cheek connection. Oh god. All right. Let's let this ad start. Then I gotta move my heater because it's literally facing at me, and I'm like gonna spontaneously combust in like 2 seconds. Let me just move over my chair. Whoop. You can still hear me. I'm not going BRB. You can hear me. Just gotta... Here we go. I know you can hear me. I'm just telling you can hear me. Okay. Oh god. Oh jeez. Okay, we're good. Are you sure? Yeah, 100% sure, guy. 100% sure. When have I ever been not sure? When have I ever been not sure? I was muted. Wow, you guys didn't even tell me. What the fuck? See, that was a test. That was a test for you guys to tell me if my mic was muted. That was a test. And you guys fucking failed. What the hell, guys? I thought a good chat was supposed to tell the streamer if the mic is muted. Come on, guys. I'm kidding, obviously. I hope to God my doctor is never unsure. Okay, I'm gonna be for real with you. A lot of doctors, I think it's actually good, and I actually learned this in school. If a doctor actually doesn't know what's going on, it's best to say you don't know or you're unsure about what's gonna happen. Because again, diseases are ever-changing. I know Hika probably knows this, but diseases are like ever-changing, right? Symptoms, ways people present are ever-changing. They're always shuffling around, stuff like that. I feel like if a doctor is able to confidently say, I don't know, and refer you to someone who might, it's better than like acting you know and then prescribing some random shit to the patient that just makes it worse. That's what I'd say. That's what I say. One question on the HLE. What's the question? 0x. Also, while you're doing that, I'm gonna set up our next little segment that I want to cover. I'm never unsure. I have ChatGPT. What is HLE? I'm not sure, considering that I... What is HLE? Did I say that? Or am I just blanking out or some shit? I don't know. 0x is never gonna answer. Anyways. I remember which question was just... That's crazy. Oh, humanity's last exam. Yeah. Okay, background information, right? So, yeah, don't worry about Mongo Bleed. Yeah, we'll talk about that. But Rixie Brightful, a VTuber friend of mine, she's probably streaming. It's Friday. No, she's not streaming right now. Rixie, my boy, my homie, my dude, my G, this idiot right here. She is like my best VTuber friend. But essentially, we did a medical collab together in this outfit, mind you, and we went through like an AI data set called Humanity's Last Exam. And it's basically like really fucking hard questions, and I answered them on stream with her. It was fun. It was really interesting. I was able to educate the public. But yeah. So I should probably publish that VOD. It's been sitting in my YouTube for some time, and I probably should just publish it now. But yeah, we basically just answered a bunch of really stupidly hard AI questions. I still stand by some of the questions were asked. Yeah, they are asked. They are asked. Especially since I'm doing like more of those style questions now, as I'm preparing for like my exams. It's definitely tough, right? Questions. I've seen really fucking dumb questions on my actual exams. Like it's. I have like. Okay, let me get my thoughts here for a second. So, I don't know if you guys agree with this, but standardized testing fucking sucks. It fucking sucks. And it's not for the reason that you're thinking, right? It's because a lot of standardized testing nowadays, in many fields, isn't actually testing like the field itself, like what you'd see day after day. It's testing like the extremely rare shit. The extremely rare stuff that nobody thinks about. But it's free ways to normalize a bell curve. That's all it is. I feel like the objective of standardized exam is to just put you on a bell curve of other people. That's it. That's all it's for. It's not trying to test your knowledge. It's not trying to test anything. It's literally just to put you on a bell curve such that, you know, you're restricted from that field. Exactly. Yeah, that's why I feel. I mean, I gotta do it. I gotta go through the entire thing. And I used to say there's no such thing as a good test taker. I kind of retract that statement now because, you know, especially when it comes to standardized exams, you need to know the concept. You can't just be taking the test and that's it, unless you're doing one of those really fucking stupid... I don't know if you guys have ever taken this test called like the KOGAT. Let me just show you guys what it is. Let me show you. Yeah, this fucking stupid ass shitty exam. It's like this. Like they have questions like these. And this is like most of the test. They have like analogies and they have shit like this where it's like I got no fucking idea why this is a thing in the first place. It's so dumb. And I also don't know what the answer to this is, by the way. Actually, I might know. Yeah, it's just like, why is this a test? But other than tests like these, you need to know the concepts. But when it comes to standardized exams, you also need to know how questions work, how to answer them in such a way, because they're like psychologically designed to fuck you up. Like that's how they're designed. I would rather, like, I would love to study what goes into making a standardized test. I would genuinely love to study that. Because there's so much involved in just making students cry. This one is simple. But yeah, like it is simple, but I'm just trying to like get past the point that like this fucking type of exam isn't really testing anything. Like what's the fucking point of this test? I remember like people use this for like gifted and talented programs like back in the day. Like what the fuck is the point of this? It makes no sense. It's like gifted and talented for fucking reading, math, whatever. It's like what the fuck is this supposed to be? Delayed note, Humanity's Last Exam sounds like an anime about an alien's ultimatum to mankind. Your species is not smart enough to access the universal internet. You see, when Skynet takes over, they're gonna steal your plot point. Oh, man. My exams are writing Java by hand on paper. I am sorry for your loss, my friend. I am sorry for your loss. Java on paper is not fun. I'd prefer Java in an IDE. Yeah, that's a good one. I never understood paper tests for CS. Why the fuck do you guys do that? It makes no sense. I understand paper tests for like pre-med, med school, whatever. Actually, med school doesn't even have paper anymore. We threw all the paper away. Except for the charting for some reason. I don't fucking know why. But we threw all the paper away. Ay. How come exams in post-high school are to weed people out in certain fields? I genuinely don't know. Zatar, I genuinely don't know, because I'm the student in the field, by the way. I'm not like the person, I'm not like the practitioner, right? So, I don't know, maybe we'll have to consult the doctor friends and see what they think. But yeah, because you can AI your way through. Oh, man. Like, you don't even have like a lockdown browser or anything, because we use that for our exams. And you can't really AI that. I don't know. I mean, I think a lockdown browser would be better for CS exams than fucking writing it on paper. That's just me, though. That's just me. I am mine 2S for CS, just for fun. What did you have back in 9th grade? Link farm? I'm confused. Oh, okay, I see. Where CS students, we find a way. Well, yeah, but it's like gonna be really hard to do so and shit. Like, yeah. Oh, paper exam. Yeah, I've had paper exams. I've had paper exams in the past. I've had paper exams like in undergrad. It's a normal thing. It's strange, like in high school, we were tested on the knowledge, but then post, we're tested on things beyond. Well, you guys remember the SATs, right? If you're from America, you know the SATs and the ACTs. So those were still stupid in terms of exams. Like, for example, the reading section. Nobody gives a fuck about what the author thinks about the sentence. Nobody fucking cares, but they test it anyway. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like most standardized exams are made to make you fall in a bell curve somewhere. The reason why high school tests aren't as bad is because, you know, they're on the content. I like the ACT. Well, I like my high school exams better. As if the answer is what the author was thinking. I'm right? Like, do you think the author fucking gave a shit, man? I remember Shakespeare, man. Oh my god. Shakespeare, listen, my English teacher back in high school did good with Shakespeare. I was okay with Shakespeare. And he made me like it. I enjoyed that English class. He was fun. But Shakespeare in general, like trying to interpret what the fuck he was thinking is so fucking stupid. Oh my god. I'm a professional bullshitter for English. Listen, if you want to know one thing about me, I am not a bullshitter and I am not a kiss ass. Those are the two things I am not. Bullshitter, I could be, right? Depending on the context. But kiss ass, I am never a kiss ass. Thou shalt not bullshit. I am not a kiss ass so much that I fucking hate kiss asses. Like, if you try and suck up to someone just to get some, I fucking hate that so much. It's just, it's one of my pet peeves. Like, dude, if you genuinely think something is interesting, just show genuine interest in it. If you don't think something is interesting, then, like, don't show interest. Like, it's that simple. And some people can, like, tell if you're being a kiss ass. Some people like it because it strokes their ego, but others don't. And it's like, I don't know. Like, it's dumb. A better exam would be asking what a noun is diagram. Yeah, that's grammar. That's literally grammar, Link Farm. That's a grammar exam, and that makes more sense, right? That's something that's more... I feel like... Listen, I feel like if we... what is it? I feel like if we tested more on grammar and stuff like what Link Farm said, America won't have such a problem with people saying things wrong. In Britain, we take 2 exams. English language is grammar, punctuation, writing style, Shakespeare, yada, yada, yada. Grammar examination. It would make much more sense, right? I don't know, like... I feel like the more... If we get more educated on grammar and language and stuff like that, it makes more sense. How is it... Okay. How is it that class is like Spanish class, right? Spanish class, French class, whatever. Have tests for like grammar, language, sentences, and whatever. But English class doesn't have tests for that. I don't understand. That is a very fair point from the entire chat here. Americans are just entirely illiterate. Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm very illiterate, guys. You know, like, almost all the fucking chat here is American, right? If you fail English in the UK, you're fucked. Yeah, I mean, listen, you guys invented English. Oh, me too? Okay. I forgot if you're from America or Europe. I apologize. But yeah. You are fucked. That's funny. Oh, man. I mean, you're expected to learn in elementary. I mean, I don't care if it's just in elementary school, right? It shouldn't just be in elementary school. It should be in middle school and high school, just to keep a refresher, you know? Because our brains are evolving and we're understanding more words. Oh, yeah. The one thing I was always good at was vocabulary. I was always good at vocabulary. I got really high scores in every single test I took. I think it's just like because I'm medical brained or some shit, because I remember random shit, fucking words all the time. But vocabulary was one of the best parts of English class, because that shit was actually useful for the most part. Like, even if it taught you just for the SAT for some of the words, but other words, like, it just made sense. I don't know. I liked vocab stuff. The other stuff was okay. But yeah, that was cool. That was a cool time. Man, high school. Actually throwback, bro. Actually a throwback. I have not talked about high school in years. Latin should be mandatory and like no. I don't know about the Latin part, honestly. Like, Latin is cool and all, but I don't know. I feel like Spanish should be more mandatory in the US, considering that there's a lot more Spanish speakers. I have patients. I have so many patients that speak Spanish and like Haitian Creole and shit like that. There are so many patients out there. I don't know what's going on. I'm not gonna get political, but there are a lot of Spanish patients where I'm at least. I don't know. And it's really interesting, like I don't know if it's just me. I live in a pretty diverse area and of, you know, my state. And it's really crazy how, since I'm like bouncing between hospitals, right? It's really crazy how like one hospital has like one demographic, whereas like a hospital in like a completely different spot of the area I'm in has like a completely different demographic. It's like completely stratified as well. It's insane. Like, if you want to give me like, give you guys like a small racial breakdown, I'd be happy to. Actually, fuck it, I'll do it anyway, just as an example. Like, I went to a hospital for one rotation, and most of the demographic was like, you know, elderly, Caucasian, and then a lot of Indian American, some Asian American, right? And I go to another hospital, barely African American, Hispanic, some Caucasian, and that's pretty much it. So it's like a huge 180 of the patient demographic. Some of them don't speak English, compared to the other hospital I went to where everyone spoke English and there was no issues. So it's like, it's so different. It's so different. I don't know what you guys think about that, but yeah, that's what I believe. That's what I've seen, at least. Just to like open your eyes as to just how much shit we're seeing in terms of diversity nowadays. Especially with, like, you know, when we get into LGBT stuff, that's its own thing. I don't know if that's like a crazy diversity. How much harder does your job have to get if a patient doesn't speak English? Well, here's the thing. You know, if a patient doesn't speak English, usually hospitals have interpreters. They just use the interpreter. It gets a little bit harder, A, if the interpreter can't really hear too well, and B, because you actually have to wheel the interpreter in. There are some people that speak Spanish, like some practitioners, or some people just, you know, use like a family member or something. Like, legally, that's not allowed, because the family member could screw shit up, and then they're liable, so it makes it pretty difficult. So that's why. But yeah, it doesn't get too much harder. It's just that I have to wheel an interpreter, and that's it. I've had to do that like a few times based on some... I might have to do that again soon. I don't know. I haven't really been seeing patients recently because I've been more so doing surgeries. But yeah. Anyways. You guys want to talk about... That could be a huge selling point for AI? Yeah, 100%. 100%. AI is already being used in the medical field. If you guys don't know, like, a lot of doctors and people are using ChatGPT and open evidence for getting information. Just so you know. And it's not like, you know, they're not figuring it out themselves. It's more so like, you know, they figure it out for verification. Just an FYI for all of you guys out there. At least from what I've seen. A lot of doctors do use ChatGPT. But a lot of it's also instinct, so yeah. All right. So let's shift gears a little bit here. This scares me a little bit because ChatGPT makes some huge mistakes. Well, again, it depends on the training corpus, right? So we have, like, if you're using straight ChatGPT, that's a huge problem because you probably shouldn't be doing that unless it's like for like really simple stuff. You should probably be using open evidence, if anything, because it's like trained on most medical data. But otherwise, like, you really shouldn't be using ChatGPT as your primary source. It's a good supportive thing, though. But always the doctor's intuition makes way more sense. When derived models for med stuff, yeah. I believe there was someone that came on here who did do medical AI. I don't know if that person is here today, but who knows? But yeah, nevertheless, I do want to shift gears, right? Just a little bit. We could talk a little bit about this later, but I do want to talk about Mongo Bleed because there is a very, very interesting tie between this exploit and something else that I want to talk about because you guys are going to flip out when you see it. I flipped out when I saw it. Okay, so there is a vulnerability called Mongo Bleed. Let's read this article before I properly draw it out. So on December 19, 2025, a new vulnerability affecting the majority of MongoDB was publicly reported in MongoDB instances. And I guess before we go over like what Mongo Bleed is, let's go over what MongoDB is, right? So if you guys don't know, in programming, a DB stands for a database, and databases are for persistent storage, right? Generally, like you store stuff in there, it stays there. It's atomic most of the time. The common database is an SQL database. SQL is what they call it. And these are usually like relational. I'm not going to go into the types of databases because that's a little too much for this, but just know that SQL is the main thing. Hey, Shadow, how you doing? We're just going to talk about some databases and a crazy ass bug, not SQL. You see, I'm going to talk about controversial opinion here, but again, SQL is like a common DB language. So you always declare stuff and that does stuff on the database. Pretty simple stuff, right? It works across the language and it works between JS, Rust, C#, you name it, because it's literally just a completely different thing, right? Now, I personally like SQL. I really like it because it's one language, one type of database for any programming language, technically, as long as you don't use an ORM. Okay? But then there is something called the NoSQL crowd. These are for the people that dislike SQL and SQL-like databases for making things work. They use like their own syntax. So the biggest player in the NoSQL land is MongoDB. It's its own company, and it makes its own database, which uses some sort of like JSON block storage method to store everything. Like SQL is cool, but I've had bad experiences with setting up a SQL DB. Yeah, so a lot of libraries, when they come with features like migrations, that makes things so much easier for setting things up. Because all you do is you run the migration file, and it just sets up the database for you with no problem. That's what I do, at least. SQL is fantastic, but it's not very friendly to mistakes. No, not at all. No, not at all. You gotta be very careful when you're using it, just with like any form of sensitive data, right? You don't want to be executing a random SQL query and then realize you fuck up your entire database. Yeah, you don't want to do that. But yeah, anyways. So just to put some examples of SQL databases, we got Postgres, SQLite, MySQL. And this is very like a tried and true database language, right? These have been around for years, and they've been tried and true, they've been used in production and stuff like that. MongoDB has also been used in production. But the best part about NoSQL is that you could use it to fix like fit like any architecture. So for example, let's look at some like embeddings databases. That's used a lot for AI and LLMs. So we have Chroma and Pinecone. Those are like a couple fast accessing databases that essentially allow you to use NoSQL, and they work really quickly for embeddings. So highly specialized stuff. But I feel like the biggest NoSQL thing would be MongoDB. Asking early 2010s developers about SQL injection gone wrong. Yes, yeah, SQL injection is a huge problem too, but that's pretty much patched out nowadays, honestly, with libraries. You just don't push fucking filled in SQL like that, and then you get injected declaration statements, and then you have the entire table dropped. It's just, yeah. But the thing I do want to talk about as well is an ORM versus raw SQL. Because there are really two different things. When you use Mongo, it's pretty straightforward. You just use the library for the language. But the thing I really dislike about ORMs is that it's one library per language. Right? So let's say like you have JavaScript, you use like Drizzle or Prisma. And then with Rust, use, what was it? I think it's like Coral or something. I knew there was one specific one. There's Rust, there's C#, which uses EF core. And then there's Swift, which uses core data. And then I guess Go would be Gourd. All right. So those are all ORMs. And you could see, like, for every single language in here, there's a different library for everything. Right? Meanwhile, with, like, raw SQL, there is a library for all of these things, but the library is just a proxy for SQL. So you just install the library, you figure out how it's formatted, and then you can write select star from blah, blah, blah. I don't fucking know. Right? So that's why I like raw SQL a lot. I like to raw dog SQL a lot more than using a fucking ORM. This shit sucks. I don't like it. But there are exceptions as to when an ORM is better. And that's really in like the object-oriented languages, in my opinion, because core data just makes things so much easier when making a Swift app. And Entity Framework Core also makes stuff really easy when making a C# project because of the nature of object-oriented programming. It can be a pain in the fucking ass to do this type of stuff. But anyways, I'm running off track. The basic thing is that, you know, if you've ever used a database, you got SQL and you got NoSQL. And NoSQL is highly specialized, and it's usually its own sort of format, libraries, whatever. SQL is very common, tried and true, production grade, and really pretty much the thing you should be starting with if you're ever getting into databases. Now let's get into the Mongo bleed vulnerability. All right, I've been yapping enough about databases themselves. All right, so this is not a CVE 10, okay? Like with React to Shell, which I covered last week. Product grade, Claude, is that you? Part of the reason I like SQL C is you can raw dog the SQL, but you can code gen for different lengths. That is pretty convenient, actually. That's pretty cool. I use SQLX on Rust. That one's pretty nice. I think there's also async Postgres, so that I don't remember. But yeah, those libraries are very nice. Anyway, so new vulnerability affecting the majority of MongoDB deployments were publicly reported in MongoDB instances. The vulnerability called Mongo Bleed resides in MongoDB's handling of zlib compressed messages and allows unauthenticated clients to leak uninitialized heap memory from the database. Okay, so let's see what it's talking about. So here's a nice little graph about it, which is nice. I like graphs. All right, so we have the malformed operation, and we send it over to the server, and the next thing you know, we send it over, and then we get a error message that also contains data in the heap. And if you don't know, there are two places in memory, right? The static and the dynamic memory, which is also technically called the stack and the heap. The heap is for dynamically allocated objects. An example with Rust, it's a string, right? So the string type. Because a string can be sized to whatever size it needs to be, and it's stored on the heap, which is more expensive, yet it's more flexible. So we can say dynamic, expensive, flexible. Meanwhile, the stack is static, so it's very good for things like numbers. And it's very inexpensive. But once it's on there, it's assigned to that address. It's not expanding or contracting. So it's immutable. Or slash movable. Right? That's what the difference is. So the reason why they're saying that the uninitialized heap data is present is because when that malicious payload was sent over to the server had to offload from the heap. And therefore, however, there was an error which took the server's stored data and pushed it over back to the malicious client. That's essentially what happened. It's pretty bad. But yeah, that's just a very, very simplified explanation of it. But let's look at this. So you send the malicious request, it goes to the vulnerable server, you get the error message, and then the hacker can decompress this heap data, right? And then what it can do is it can see what the payload was, as you can see. And then what you can do is you could just oversize it, yada, yada, yada. And this leaked memory, as you know, whenever something is sent over the network, it's going to be a, what is it? It's going to have credentials. And these credentials are pretty fucking bad to leak considering it's for the fucking database. Yep. So hopefully that explains it better. If you guys think I explained it wrong, please correct me. But that's what I'm getting from this. But it is pretty bad. And it's so bad to the point that it could be looped over and over again. So you could end up reconstructing something from the server that's supposed to be server-side information. That's how bad this exploit gets. It is really bad. Yeah. So let me try and explain it in simpler terms, right? This explains it pretty well. But I'm gonna explain it a little bit better here. Okay, let me just look at it for a second. Okay, sweet. Alright. So first things first, we have our malicious PC, so we're gonna call that M. How'd the hacker get the data from the heap? Something about buffer size? So yes, let me explain it now, eShadow. Let me show you. So we got M. M is sending a malicious payload. This malicious payload is... Oh, fuck me, we got an ad. I guess I'll explain it after the ad is over. Sorry, guys. Supposedly Rainbow Six got hit by... Yes, that was what I was gonna talk about. It is so fucking crazy. I'll talk about the Rainbow Six stuff in a bit, but dude, that is insanity. John Twitch, how dare you? Why are you calling everyone John, man? What'd John do to you? I think VX Underground disproved that. I thought he... did he disprove that? I don't remember. I thought he did. I thought it was approved it, not disproved it. I'm not sure. I'll look at the article that I found, though. I have VX Underground's thread here. No. I'm looking at it right now. No, there is a Mongo Bleed thing on VX Underground. Okay, we got an ad in progress. Fuck that shit. Oh my god. There are like 5 groups claiming to die. Yep, that's it. That's the one. Yeah, we'll look at that one in a second. But I do want to explain Mongo Bleed without my fucking Twitch channel deciding to be a butt. That would be great, you know? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, bro? Yeah. Yeah, we chilling, we vibing, we chilling. Oh, man. Twitch, fix your sheet. Yeah, for real, bro, for real. Fix it, man. Oh my gosh. I'm not getting the ads? Oh, the fuck? Yeah, Twitch, don't fix it. What the hell? What? Yeah, we don't want ads. No, fuck ads. Terrible. Anyways, alright. Let's just wait for this to finish. I don't know if anyone else is watching that's getting bombarded by ads right now. We'll see. Oh, yeah. How my boy not getting paid because you're not showing the ads? Twitch attacked ads hits confusion. Oh, it certainly did, my friends. It certainly did. It certainly did. Twitch is a very interesting platform, as you guys know. Very interesting platform. I will go over how Twitch basically fucked itself over and simultaneously why I'm using it. Ads payout is shit. If streamers would disable ads, they 100% would. They 100% would. Anyways, okay, ads over. Let's go over this. Let's go over this issue. All right, so we got our malicious computer. Sends a payload over to the server, right? So this payload is massive. It's so massive that it breaks the buffer and it's basically shoving that entire thing into memory, which is pushing something out. So when something goes in, something must come out to accommodate whatever is going in. So people are modifying that payload to send a huge size, which pops stuff out of the heap and sends that protected data, whatever was in there previously, to the malicious client, plus a standard error response, right? And the best part is this could be looped over and over again to get more data. So eventually, all of that data can be reconstructed and used for malicious purposes. So that's what happened. That's Mongo Bleed in a nutshell. The reason why it's called Mongo Bleed is because it's bleeding. As you keep hitting it, it'll just keep bleeding and bleeding and bleeding until it's bled out. I think it's CV, not CVE10 because it's not stealthy. Still bad, but detectable. Exactly, right? Yeah, it's still detectable. Like, React to Shell was very invisible because it's just like a standard React server component payload to execute malicious code on a Node.js server, which is very, very hard to detect. But this Mongo Bleed exploit isn't as bad. And the worst part is that this exploit decided to show up everywhere on Christmas. Rip the team that was on that day. Goddamn. I'm assuming they didn't put the null by because it didn't stop reading. Yeah, it didn't stop reading it, which made it fucking fat, and then pushed the stuff off the heap. Makes sense. That was what happened. Yeah, that's Mongo Bleed. Now let's get into the meat and potatoes, guys. Let's get into the meat and potatoes, because this is the good one. This is the good shit. All right? We got Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. Rainbow Six Siege is a very fun game that involves guns and first-person shooters. So what happened? Well, there's a total of a few things that happened. Number one, what Zero X said is that all accounts unbanned. Number two, all skins / cosmetics gifted, including dev skins. And number three, lots and lots of in-game money given to every player. And this was all done by malicious hackers that exploited the R6 servers to do all of this. And it's not just one group, as the chat was talking about. It's multiple groups taking credit. And the best part is that this could be linked to Mongo Bleed as well. Could be. Could be. It's not confirmed, but it could be. But yeah, that is the essential summary as to what happened. Now let's look at the VX Underground tweet that Lunarixis and everyone was talking about. All right. What the fuck is my feed, bro? Twitter has gone to ass. I don't know what the fuck that is. All right. Clarification post. Previous post. Yeah, ignore my fucking Twitter, by the way. Previous posts about Ubisoft led some confusion. That's my fault. I'll be more verbose. I was trying to compress the information into one singular post without exceeding the word limit. Here's the word on the internet street. So, let's go over this first. We have 4 groups. The first group of individuals exploited a Rainbow Six Siege service, allowing them to ban players' modified inventory, etc. These individuals did not touch user data. They gifted a shitload of renown, which is the in-game currency to players. Ubisoft will perform a rollback, yada yada yada. Now the second group is unrelated, exploited using Mongo Bleed to go to an internal Git repository, and they let the source code out. So this is a true thing. Ubisoft Games source code is in the public now. A third group of individuals claim to have compromised Ubisoft and exploited via Mongo Bleed again and is trying to extort Ubisoft. Bruh. And then the fourth group asserts that the second group is lying and the second group had access to the Ubisoft code. However, they say the second group is trying to hide behind the first group to masquerade as them and give them a reason to leak the source code. The first group and the fourth group is frustrated. What in the actual fuck? I love how in all of these is always a Telegram mention. There is always a Telegram mention. Whenever you see shit like this, it's always Telegram. Never fails. Telegram or Signal, because that's like, you know, the encrypted messenger, right? 100%. 100%. There is a Telegram mention. But yeah, that's essentially what happened. So let's draw this out in a little throwback to cut. Oh god, not that fucking. I'm not covering that. I'm not covering that person. That person is insane. Anyways. And if you know who that person is, then you know who I'm talking about. And I'm not covering that out of pure principle. But yeah. Yeah, so let's go over the entire thing that happened. Let's make an anime love triangle. Anime hacker love triangle for R6. All right. So here's what happened. So we have group number 1, and what they did is they exploited an R6 siege server. So they did the bans, skins, and money. So then we got number 2, which is the source code leak. Number 3, which is the extortion group. And then finally number 4, which just says number 2 is bad. And also with number 1 for some reason. Okay. Okay. Let's draw this triangle. So we got, or I guess it would be a square. No, it's actually a triangle. So we have 1 and 4 next to each other. We have 2 on top. And then we just have like 3 all the way out here because it's doing its own thing. So 1 is doing its own thing. According to 4, 2 is piggybacking off of 1. And according to 1, 2 is also piggybacking off of 1. So 1 is with 4. 4 thinks 2 is fucking up 1. So this is the triangle here. But then we also see that 2 does not like the fact that 4 is asserting. So they are more in using 1 to piggyback, right? 2 is just with 1. 4 is trying to get with 2, which is trying to get with 1. And then 1 is also trying to get with 4. So you can see there's a huge love triangle problem now, right? And the final part of this is Telegram, right? And 3 is in love with Telegram and nobody else. That last part was a joke, but yeah. There is the love triangle, the anime love triangle, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Anime hacker love triangle for the R6 hack. This is like a fucking romance anime where they're like, oh my god, I love him, but he loves me, but she loves me. And it's like, oh my god. 3 is on the chair. Oh, I forgot to write that. 3 is on the hotel chair. What the fuck? Why did your mind go to that hiccup? Please, bro. No. 3 is on the cuck chair. No. I don't know if you're still around Telegram, but even Android devs became hackers after a while. I wouldn't be surprised. I took the good path. Some people take the bad path. I don't know. I said hi in that Sultan chat, and then that was it. They're like, who's the guy? They're like, he's the fucking random F-band guy. I'm like, okay, bye. All the old people aren't even there anymore. It's crazy, but yeah, whatever. Yes, but the love triangle is real. Love triangle is real, guys. I love love triangles. They're so much fun. This is why I would watch fucking anime like that. I don't know. 0x is put in the chair, and then I guess that apostrophe is the hacker group sitting there, watching everyone. My two biggest achievements are getting Hentai OS mentioned on the version and Google Security Bulletin. I remember the Google Bulletin. When did you get mentioned in the Verge? Hold on, I'm gonna search this up. Where did you? You can Google the lunar. I'll Google it. I'm curious. I'm just looking it up on my own. Ah. Ah. No, it's not here. Fuck. Okay, so hentai, you're mentioned here. But hentai OS isn't mentioned here, unfortunately. No. Oh, for fuck's sake. Not the fucking green tint, bruh. Are you fucking kidding me? That stupid ass green tint. Fuck that green tint, piece of crap. Bro, I don't... listen, I remember the green tint back in the day. Michelle. Man, I don't know. Some of those Android people are genuinely fucking weird, man. I don't know. Like, some of the people need some help. They need some help. I don't know what they need. I fucking ditched Android because I got bored of it, but I don't know, man. Some of those people are way too fucking serious. It's not that deep. They're exploiting bug in Google's OTA server to release unreleased pic. Dude, seriously? Oh my god. You can get sued for that, bro. Why the fuck would you do that, man? What the fuck? Oh, man. Then flexed it. Yeah, the perfect place to flex the fact that you stole from Google. Brother, what the fuck, man? Also, eShadow, I hope the diagram I showed you earlier helped. I forgot to mention that to you for the stack and the heap leak from the R6 exploit. Sorry, the Mongo bleed exploit. What is V3R? Let me look that up. Sorry. V3R. What does that mean? That makes sense. Okay, yeah, of course. V3R million. Oh, Roblox hackers. Okay, yeah. I do not play Roblox, so I am old, so I don't play Roblox, and I think it's cringe. But also, some of my friends do, and I play with them sometimes. I don't know. That's all I know about Roblox. Okay, V3R million. I see. Yeah, like what do you guys think about Roblox hackers gotta be insane MFs under? Yes, they probably are. They're probably cracked as fuck too. Like, you guys remember GeoHot back in the day? These guys are probably like, one of these guys is definitely the next GeoHot for sure. I know Roblox has like that fucking CSAM problem, is that right? Am I stupid? Like, they have that huge problem that I just refuse to acknowledge. Roblox has some shady shit, bro. Roblox has some really shady shit going on. I don't know. Like, Chris Hans, he's still looking into it. I want to see what pops up of that, man. I really want to see what pops up from that, because honestly, a lot of games that are like, do you think Fortnite has stuff like that? I really doubt it personally, but because the two big games for younger populations are Fortnite and Roblox, from what I've seen, right? That's what I've seen, at least. I don't know if there are any other games that are popular with the younger generation, but yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think Fortnite is that bad, but Minecraft... Well, Minecraft... See, here's the difference, right? Minecraft is the Gen Z CSAM game. Roblox is the Gen Alpha CSAM game. Minecraft YouTuber, yep. Roblox has definitely leaned a lot more into it, but Fortnite might have some stuff. Maybe, yeah, I'd like to see if they do. I mean, it's... If anything... Oh god, sorry. If anything, Fortnite would be less, because, like, it's way more moderated, and it's made by, like, Epic, so they definitely know what they're doing. I've also talked about... Also. Dude, the Rainbow Six hack, they have, like, crazy-ass anti-cheat on there. How in the ever-loving fuck do they have, like, all of these security protections and they get hacked by fucking Mongo bleed? Like, why? Why is that a thing? Like, you could have all of the protection in the world. You could dive into people's system. You could establish rootkits, and you get hacked by a fucking exploit in a database. Bruh. Roblox asked me to verify my age so my camera could see my face. Yeah. I think Ludorixis has a very, very intimate history with the camera verification based on what's going on in the UK right now. Waiting on Valorant to get hacked someday. Yeah. I don't think Valorant is getting hacked that easily. Vanguard literally requires an arm and a leg just to fucking run on your computer. It's so bad. I Polish VPN everywhere. Fuck something. My IT. Oh, they haven't banned VPNs yet? Good. I think Fortnite probably has less because it has less of that social aspect. That is true, yeah. I guess the only social aspect of Fortnite is voice chat. I feel like the biggest offender in this type of stuff is Discord. For sure, it's Discord. Do you guys agree do you guys agree that Discord has some like really fucking shady stuff just sitting in there? It's never been like properly analyzed or anything like that. I want to know what you guys think. Discord used to be. Okay, why are you saying used to be? Is it still hella shady or has it changed? I'd love to know what you guys think there. Yeah, Discord has crazy things if you know how to... Yeah. I feel like that's the one you need to really think about in this case, right? Because it's slightly less shady since Discord, me, and other server sites start filtering. I think they act like they care because they're... Yeah, like, of course they only act like they care, right? Because why would Discord do extra work for something that really isn't their problem? They're the quote-unquote service, so it's really between the two parties. But again, Discord has anonymity, so it's another problem in that sense. So it's a big clusterfuck there, legality-wise. Hold on. Let me try out some heat for myself. Sorry. Okay. Discord really doesn't do as much site moderation as it could. It doesn't. No, it doesn't. It's crazy how Discord is worse than like X. And the reason why I'm saying X is because that's basically Twitter after Elon bought it. And it's definitely a different playing field compared to Twitter, right? So it's huge. It's a huge different playing field. And it's moderated better than fucking Discord. That's crazy. I'm in a few dating servers on Discord for lols, and you'd be surprised how many underage. I wouldn't be surprised, man. Why the fuck are minors even doing that shit on Discord anyway? I don't get it. It's so fucking stupid. Like, when I was younger, right? When I was a minor, right? I was on Discord. And this is like minor as in, 16. Not like 14 or 13. Nowadays, people are getting phones at like 7, so it's a different story. Yeah, social media is 13. That is true. Yeah, it's very true. But yeah, I didn't really discover Discord and the entire online sphere in general until like I was 16 and I didn't really have too many friends and I was bullied, so that's why. I think I saw a bit of someone looking into CP rings. That was probably no text to speech or something. He was probably talking about that. He does a lot of Discord related content. Since that's like always a thing, it's pretty good on him for doing that. But yeah, there's a lot of weird shit. Definitely. Oh god. Definitely was him for sure. I think so too. I think Telegram is I think Telegram is way worse. Telegram is like way worse than Discord because it's like way more encrypted. So here exists on Telegram for number. Yeah, exactly. Telegram's the number 1. I'd agree too. I think Signal is also gaining traction for like criminal shit like that as well. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Next thing you know, Roblox is gonna get caught with his pants down. I can't wait for that, by the way. That would be such a big justice for like the entire online internet community. The CEO is doing something. Yeah. I mean, you already know about the drama of like Twitch's CEO, right? It's not CP really, but it's like just the fucking CEO of this platform is weird as fuck, from what I've heard. I don't know. I just heard the CPU is just the CEO is just a weirdo. In the Android community, is that often that channels would get raided with CP? Really? Interesting. No, I don't remember that. I don't think I ever used channels when I was in there, so yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that stuff. That's not my jam. Not my jam. But yeah, like, I don't know. That, in my opinion, is some crazy shit. I had to clean the Evil X group a few times. Dude, Telegram is probably the most of the most for illegal things. Yeah, but it's also like the most of the most for more than just illegal. Like, it's good for Android groups. It's also really good for just like general texting. Like, here's the thing. If your app or idea is used by something illegal, then you know it's really fucking secure. Right? It's more secure than the alternatives in that case, because people are using it for illegal shit. It's bad, and the platform really shouldn't be fully responsible for that, but also should be somewhat responsible. And yeah, that's my opinion on it, actually. But yeah, there's a doc on YouTube about CP rings on Telegram. Let me see. The funny thing about Telegram channels is that public groups aren't E2E encrypted, only secret chats are. Yeah, it's also true. Like, they also don't even use like a standardized form of encryption. They use like MT Proto, which isn't like standard from what I remember. It's proprietary. I don't remember that 100%. But yeah. Got a long drive. Good night. All right, see ya, Hika. Have fun. Have a good drive. Correct? Okay, good. Just making sure. Yeah, stay safe, Hika. You probably had like a long-ass shift or some shit. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Fucking looking at images all day. I could never, bro. Honestly. Oh, man. Do I go for longer? It's already 2 hours. I could go for a little longer till like 12. It's almost 12 anyway. But yeah. Man, there's a lot of shady shit happening in the tech world, honestly. I'm okay with covering it, right? I'm okay with covering anything tech related. It's always fun. If you guys ever do find any tech related articles, just forward it in the Discord. Oh yeah, by the way, speaking of which, the thing about something like Telegram is they provide a tool rather than a service or content. Same with the reason why YouTube doesn't get sued on copyright for its platform that goes through the creators. Exactly, right? Yeah, there's like a provision out there that basically holds corporations somewhat more or less immune to any shady shit that happens because the corporation is not responsible for it. They're just using the platform as a tool, like eShadow just said. A lot of the worst stuff, TBH with you, doesn't get covered, so you'd be the... Yeah, I mean, I don't mind as long as it's not like TOS, is what I'm saying. Like, talking about shit like that, making people more aware as to, like, the underbelly of tech, because it's really important to be aware as to, like, where everything is and what is going on. For, like, in addition to, like, you know, casual people should be aware of that stuff, just to make sure you're safe on the internet. Like, in the end, all this stuff is educational, right? You're trying to be educated so that you understand internet safety, basically. Yeah, let's just detract from that for a little bit. I just want to show you guys a quick image that my Discord sent me. Here we go. Not many people know about the time Fortune 500 got pulled because of an iOS. Oh my god. Also, for you guys that don't know, there's a small finding on this body. I don't know if you guys could tell it. Beautiful trauma. Yeah, a lot of trauma. A lot of trauma, as you can see. What the fuck is this, man? They just took a severed arm, put it under, they're like, oh yeah, here's the fractured ulna, but also the arm is severed. I think we can sew it back on. Yeah, for sure. Like, there is a rule. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay. Here's a fun fact. So, let's say a tooth just falls out, right? A tooth falls out, and you need to get it replaced. The way you keep it is get it in a bag of cold milk and get it replaced that way. I am not fucking joking with you. That is something I learned in my rotation. You put it in a bag of cold milk. Oh my god. You can't make this shit up, by the way. You can't make this shit up. It's real. That's the crazy part. That's like putting my phone in right. Like when you have like an amputated finger or toe, usually an amputated toe, you could put it on ice, right? And you could cool it just enough for enough time. There's like a limited amount of time that you can have to sew it back on. And once it sews back on, it should be fine. I assume because cows, yeah, that's literally why. It's just because of the nutritional value for the tooth itself. That's it. That's literally it. I wonder who tested shoving their lost tooth in couch. I don't fucking know, man. I don't fucking know. Who knows who tests this shit? Oh, sorry. It was actually Dr. Monami, who isn't really a doctor, just cosplaying as a doctor. Oh, man. It's actually her, guys. She tested it. Oh, my God. But yeah, that was... Oh, my God. Also, why is my music hate me? There we go. The Tooth Fairy loves dairy products. The Tooth Fairy does love dairy products. That's true. That's very true. Very true and based, by the way. But yeah. It's like leaving milk out for Santa. It's dairy for the Tooth Fairy. Whoopsie. Oh god, what is wrong with my browser? Here we go. Alright. But yeah, nevertheless. I mean, if there's anything else you guys want to talk about, I am getting a bit tired though. So I might honestly call it there. Just like, I am getting so fucking tired and losing my mind a bit. I think the exhaustion from waking up at 5 AM is catching up to me, guys. I apologize. No. He's getting pulled away. No. I'll probably like SQLC in this. Sounds good, Zero X. I'll take a look at it when I can. I just, you know, I got an important week next week, so I gotta finish studying for that. I gotta do a lot of like admin bullshit. I feel like my third year of med school has been more admin work than actual fucking med school, which is so annoying. I hate admin. I genuinely hate admin. It is the worst fucking thing to do in the world. It's terrible. This is a fun stream. I pop in more because you like the contrast between CS and med. Yeah, you should. It's definitely cool. Oh, we got ad break. Great. I guess I'll wait for the ads to go finished. Fuck you. Do it. Yeah, of course, do it. That's genuinely my content. Like, I tend to talk about CS and med because that's what I work in, so might as well talk about both. And sometimes we do collabs, sometimes we do gaming collabs with other VTubers and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm just gonna let this ad for start soon. But yeah, if there's any questions you guys got, let me know. I'm happy to answer. I've got an email every time you stream. Really? No fucking way you got emails. That's crazy. How is Twitch fucking emailing you for when I stream? What the fuck? That's so weird. Bruh. I stream every week, by the way. I stream like once a week because that's the only time I have. Like, every other time that I could have is just gone because I gotta just do shit in the night. I gotta sleep at 10 p.m. I gotta wake up at 5 a.m. 10, 9 p.m., whatever. I gotta wake up at 5 a.m. and then I gotta go back on the grind. That's how crazy it is right now. Probably gonna be like that for the next few months, honestly, because I'm gonna be waking up in the morning for a lot of my stuff. So yeah, it's gonna be hectic, but I'm gonna try working through it, you know? Stuff like that. Man's got 208 emails from Bryce. Oh my god, I am so sorry for your loss. Your email inbox must be crying of this fucking dumbass. Who is this person with the anime girl profile picture? Oh my god. I love how most dudes, they go from like the fucking Call of Duty profile picture to just like the kawaii fucking anime profile picture. I posted it in the Discord, but I don't know how to type. What do you mean? Did you join Discord? I mean, oh, you have to get the role in the rules section, then you should be good. Yeah, you have to get the stream ping role. I have reaction roles just because the server is for both code support and it's for both code support and streaming because I feel like everything ties in together nicely, so it makes it pretty straightforward. Oh man. All right, ad break's over. Okay, so let's let for the let's wait for the rest of the stream to catch up, and then I really okay, yeah. So let's do a little outro because it's almost like 2 hours 30. No, would be a good time to talk about error and excellent. Please end my suffering. Stop. Man, that would go in discussion, my friend. Don't talk about that shit, man. I'm sad. Anyways, so I'll post it in Discord. Oh, wrong channel, but yeah, that works. I'll take. Bro, you actually. Oh my god. 618, 622, 625, 6. It's like clockwork, bro. What the fuck? Why are you getting emails from when I'm live, bro? Oh my god. I'm gonna show it. I think it's fine to show. It's not showing your shit. Oh my god. Here's for the stream, by the way. This guy is getting emails every fucking time I go live, man. Oh my god. Yeah, turn that shit off, please. Don't let your email inbox be flooded by my dumbass. My Twitch got hacked by Russians. They never unfollowed. What the fuck? What the fuck? Brother, what is with your Twitch account, man? Why is it so cursed? Oh my god. I think you're Russian approved. Yeah, I guess so. Russians love me, guys. Let's go. Hell yeah. Alright, anyways, though. I'm probably gonna call it there because, like, I am getting pretty fucking tired. If you guys want to discuss anything, you know, about rotations, AI, tech, whatever, feel free to hop in the Discord. This is probably the best place to chill. Feel free to check out my socials, right? Twitter, etc. That's all the good shit there. And my YouTube is there for any shorts. I edit them myself every fucking week because I'm a masochist and I don't know why the fuck I do it. But it's for you guys. So yeah. Love every single one of you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you for spending some time with me today. Much appreciated. Check out how professional bro is. I am a very professional person, mind you. Despite me swearing like a fucking sailor, I am a very, very professional person. And I appreciate myself being professional. Thank you very much. And I go on Twitch trying to find someone to raid. I find a channel that's... The topic is Mario's balls. Can someone please explain that to me? Let's look at the software category and see if there's anyone to raid. I could raid Flea. Shindigs is live. Oh, he's too big. Do you guys want to see? No. There's more game dev shit. Fortnite balls. Skibbity Riz. Hey, yo, I'm a Jet Alpha guy, guys. You know, Skibbity Riz. You guys are gonna hate. Why is it the balls command word? There are no balls. We all have balls here. We're all... Actually, never mind. We're not all sausages. Sorry, there's women in this chat. I forgot. My bad, guys. My bad. All right, I'm gonna raid Flea. I'm gonna raid Flea. She's chill. I'm raiding an Australian woman, by the way. Man, it's women, guys. It's women. Anyways, so we're gonna raid Flea. She's chill. She does game dev stuff, and we're gonna be doing a bunch of things. Yeah, Kenzie, I know you're ball free. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next week. Hopefully, I'll let you know when the day is, either Friday or Saturday, depending on what my boys want to do. It's probably gonna be Saturday next week, so keep that in mind. But yeah, it was great watching with you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching today. Feel free to follow my socials, and if you want to learn more about Monami, the little goober you see on your screen right here, you can go to our little website page as well. All right, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next week. Peace. Bye. Mm, 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 mm.